you say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know I'm not the only one.
It isn't right, Mom. You're wearing yourself out. The maid and the cook have gone looking for berries. Everything that breathes is enjoying life. Even the cat knows how to be happy. But you hide yourself here in the house, as though you were in the cloister. Yes, truly, by actual reckoning, you haven't left the house for a whole year.
And I shall never leave it. Why should I? He lies in his grave, and I have buried myself in these four walls. We are both dead.
There you are again. It is too awful to listen to. So it is. Nikolai Makbelich is dead. It was the will of the Lord. The Lord had given him eternal peace. You have grieved over it, and that ought to be enough. Now it's time to stop. One can't weep and wear mourning forever. My wife died a few years ago. I grieved for her. I wept a whole month. Then it was over. As one be forever. Singing lamentation, that would be more than your husband was worth. You have forgotten. Receive no one. We live. You'll pardon me. Like the spiders in the good light day. We never see. All the livery is eaten by mine. Oh, my dear mom. Young as pretty as you are. If you only let your spirit live, beauty can't last forever. When 10 short years are over, you'll be glad enough to take a bit. But it will be too late.
Please don't speak of these things again. You know very well that since the death of Nikolai Mikhailovich, my life is absolutely nothing to me. You think I live? But it only seems so. Do you understand that his departed soul may see how I love him? I know it's no secret to you. He is often unjust to me, cruel, and even unfaithful. But I will be faithful to the grave and prove to him how I can love. There and beyond, he'll find me the same until his death.
What is the use of all these words when you'd so much rather walking in the garden? O order Toby, or well you can harness to the top, or visit the neighbors.
Oh,
Madam, dear Madam, what is it? In heaven's name.
oh, he loves Toby so. He often drove him to the Corsigans, or even to the Vlasovs. What a wonderful horseman he was. Oh, Toby, give him an extra measure of oats a day.
Yes, Ma'am.
He shall see Nikolai. How I can love and forgive. My love will die only to me. When my poor heart stops beating. And you? Aren't you ashamed? I have been a good true wife. I have imprisoned myself, and I shall remain until death. And you? Aren't you ashamed of yourself, my dear monster? You quarreled with me. Left me alone for weeks.
Oh, Ma'am, someone is asking for you, insisting on seeing you.
You told him that since my husband's death, I received no one?
I told him that, but he's a wild man. He swore and pushed himself into the room. He's in the dining table room now.
Good. Show him in. The impudent. What a bore people are! What did they want with me? Why did they disturb my peace? Yes, it is clear. I must enter a convent. Yes, a convent.
Fool! You make too much noise! You're an ass! Madam, I have the honor to introduce myself. Lieutenant in the artillery. Retired country gentleman. Grigory Stepanovich Smirnov. I'm compelled to bother you about an exceedingly important matter.
What is it you wish?
Your deceased husband, with whom I had honor to be acquainted, left me 2 notes amounting 1,200 rubles. Inasmuch as I have to pay the interest tomorrow on a loan from Agrarian Bank, I should like to request, Madam, that you pay me the money today.
1,200? And for what was my husband indebted to you?
He bought oats from me.
Don't forget to give Toby an extra measure of oats today. If Nikolai Mikhailovich is indebted to you, I shall of course pay you. But I am very sorry, I haven't the money today. Tomorrow, my manager will return from the city and I shall notify him to pay what is due you. But until now, I cannot satisfy your request. Furthermore, today is just 7 months since the death of my husband, and I am not in the mood to discuss money matters.
And I am in the mood to fly up the chimney. With my feet in the air and I can't lay hands on that interest tomorrow. This is my estate.
Day after tomorrow, you will receive the money.
I don't need the money the day after tomorrow. I need it today.
I'm sorry, I can't pay you today.
And I can't wait until the day after tomorrow.
But what can I do if I don't have it?
So you can't pay?
I cannot.
Is that your last word?
My last.
Absolutely?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And expect me to stand for all that. The tall gardener just met me now at the road and asked why I was always worrying. Why in heaven's name? Shouldn't I worry? I need money. I feel the knife in my throat. Yesterday morning, I left my house in the early dawn and called all my debtors. If even one of them had paid his debt, I work in the skin of my fingers. The devil knows in what sort of joy I slept. In a room with barrel of brandy. And now at last I come here, 70 versts from home. Hope for a little money. And all you give is moods. Why shouldn't I worry?
I thought I made it plain to you that my manager will return from the town and will get you paid.
I did not come to see the manager. I came to see you. What the devil pardon language? Do I care for your manager?
Really, sir? I'm very sorry, but I am not used to such language or such manner. I shall not listen to you any further.
What can one say to that? Moods. 7 months since her husband died. Do I have to pay the interest or not? The husband is dead and all that. The manager is the devil with him. Traveling somewhere now. Tell me, what am I to do? Shall I run away from the creditors in a balloon? Or knock my head against a stone wall? If I can call a Gruzdev, he chooses to be not at home. Iroshchevich has simply hidden himself. I have quarreled with Gerzin and came near throwing him out of the window. Mastov is ill and this woman has moods. None of them will pay up. And all because I've spoiled them? Because I'm an old whiner? Dishrag? I'm too tender-hearted with them. But wait, I allow nobody to play tricks with me. The devil with them all. I'll stay here and not with Bash until she pays. How angry I am! How terribly angry I am! Every tendon is trembling with anger. And I can hardly breathe. I'm even growing ill. Servant!
So what is it, sir?
Bring me kvass or water.
Okay, sir.
Well, what can we do? She hasn't it on hand. What sort of logic is that? A fellow stands with a knife at his throat. He needs money. He is on point of hanging himself and she won't pay because she isn't in the mood so to discuss money matters. Woman's logic. That's why I never like to talk to women. And why I dislike doing it now. I would rather sit on powder barrel to talk with a woman. I'm getting cold as ice. This affair has made me so angry. I need only to see such a romantic creature from a distance to get so angry that I have cramps in my calves. It's enough to make one yell for help.
Madam is ill and he is not receiving.
March! Ilan isn't receiving? Alright. It isn't necessary. I won't receive either. I'll sit here and stay until you bring that money. If you're ill a week, I'll sit here a week. If you're ill a year, I'll sit here a year. As heaven is my witness, I'll get the money. You don't disturb me with your morning or with your dimples. We know these dimples. Simon! Unharness! We are not going to leave right away. I'm going to stay here. Tell them in the stable to give the horses some puts. The left horse has twisted the bridle again. Stop! I show you how. Stop. It's awful. Unbearable heat. No money. Didn't sleep last night. And now, morning dresses with moods. My head aches. Perhaps I hope to have a drink. Yes, I must have a drink. Servant, servant.
What do you wish?
Something to drink. A fine figure. No use of denying that. Dust, dirty boots, unwashed, uncombed, straw in my vest. The lady probably took me for a highwayman. It was a little impolite to come into a reception room with such clothes like that. Oh well, no harm done. I'm not here as a guest. I'm a creditor. And there is no special costume for creditors.
You take great liberty, sir.
What?
I.
Whom are you talking to? Keep quiet.
Nice mess. This fellow won't leave.
Lord! How angry I am. Angry enough to throw mud at the whole world. I even feel ill. Servant!
Sir, in my solitude, I have become unaccustomed to human voice, and I cannot stand the loud talking. Please cease disturbing my rest.
Pay me my money and I leave.
I told you plainly in your native town that I don't have the money at my hand. I pay you day after tomorrow.
And I also had the honor of informing you in your native tongue that I need the money, not day after tomorrow, but today. If you don't pay me today, I shall have to hang myself tomorrow.
But what can I do if I don't have the money today?
So you're not going to pay me immediately? You're not?
I cannot!
Then, I sit here until I get the money. You will pay the day after tomorrow? Excellent! Here I stay until the day after tomorrow. I ask you, do you have to pay the interest tomorrow or not? Or do you think I'm
Sir,
joking?
I beg you, don't scream. This is not a stable.
I'm not talking about the stables. I'm asking you whether I have to pay that interest tomorrow or not.
You have no idea how to treat a lady.
Oh yes, I have.
No, you don't. You are an ill-bred, vulgar person. Respectable people don't speak so to ladies like that.
How remarkable! How do you want one to speak with you? In French? Perhaps. Madame, je vous prie. Pardon me for having disturbed you. What a beautiful weather we are having today. And now this morning becomes you.
Not at all funny. I think it vulgar.
Not at all funny, vulgar. I don't understand how to behave in the company of ladies. Madam, in the course of my life, I've seen more women than you have sparrows. 3 times I fought duels for women. 12 I jilted and 9 jilted me. There was a time when I played the fool, used honeyed language, bowed scrap. I loved. I suffered. Sighed to the moon. Melted in love's torment. I loved passionately. I loved into madness. Loved in every key. Charted like a magic pick on a pansymation, sacrificed half of my fortune in the tender passion. Until now the devil knows I've enough of it. Your obedient servant will let you lead him around by the nose no more. Enough! Black eyes, passionate eyes, coral lips, dimples in cheeks, moonlight, whispers soft, modest, sights for all that, madam. I wouldn't pay a kopeck. I am not speaking of present company, but of a woman in general, from the tiniest to the greatest. They are conceited, odious, deceitful from the top to toe, vain, Pity, cruel with a maddening logic, and in this respect, please excuse my frankness, but one sparrow is worth 10 of aforementioned petticoat philosophers. When one sees one of romantic creatures before him, he imagines he's looking at some holy being, so wonderful that its one breath could dissolve him in a sea of 1,000 charms and delights. But if one looks into the soul, it's nothing but a common crocodile. But the worst of all is that this crocodile imagines it is a masterpiece of creation, and it has a monopoly on all the tender passions. May the evil hang me upside down if there is anything to love about a woman. When she is in love, all she knows is how to complain and shed tears. If a man suffers and makes sacrifices, she swings her train about and tries to lead him by the nose. You have the misfortune to be a woman, and you know woman's nature. Tell me on your honor, have you seen in your life a woman who was really true and faithful? Never! Only old and deformed are true and faithful. It's easier to find a cat with a hams or a white woodcock than a faithful woman.
But allow me to ask, who is real and faithful in love? The man, perhaps?
Yes, indeed. The man.
The man? The man true and faithful in love? Well, there is something new. How can you make such statement? So long as we have gone this far, I may as well say that of all the men I knew, my husband was the best. I love him passionately with all my soul, as a young, sensible woman may love. I gave him my youth, my happiness, my fortune, my life. I worship him like a heaven. And what happened? These best of men betrayed me in every possible way. After his death, I found his desk filled with love letters. When he was alive, he left me alone for months. It is horrible to even think about it. He made love to other women in my very presence. He wasted my money and made fun of my feelings. And in spite of everything, I trusted him. And I was true to him. And more than that, he is dead. And I still remain true to him. I have buried myself in these four walls. And I shall remain the same until my grave.
Morning! What on earth do you take me for? As if I didn't know why you wore this black domino and why you are buried yourself within these four walls. Such a secret, so romantic. Some night will pass the castle gaze up at the windows and think to himself, here dwells the mysterious Tamara who for the love of her husband has buried herself within four walls. Oh, I understand the art.
What? What do you mean by saying such thing to me?
You have buried yourself alive, but meanwhile you have not forgotten to powder your nose.
How dare you speak so?
Don't scream at me, please. I'm not the manager. Allow me to call things by their names. I'm not a woman, and I am accustomed to speak out what I think, so please don't scream.
I am not screaming. It is you who's screaming. Please leave. I beg you.
So pay me my money and I leave you.
I won't give you the money.
You won't? You won't give me my money?
I won't care what you do. I won't give you a kopek. Leave me.
I can't stand it.
So you're going to sit down?
I already have.
Please leave the house.
Give me the money.
I don't care to speak with the impudent man. Leave! You aren't going?
No.
No?
No.
Very well. Luca, show the gentleman out.
Sir, why don't you leave when you are ordered? What do you want?
Whom do you think you are talking to? I grind you to powder.
Good Lord! I can't breathe! I'm ill!
Where's Dasha? Pinagera!
They're
Dasha!
And you think that because you're a romantic creature, you can insult. The sexes are equal. I shoot her down as a matter of principle. What can a person say to such a woman? The devil take you. I'll put a bullet in your impudent head. What can one say to that? She was angry. Her eyes blazed. She accepted the challenge. On my honor, it is the first time in my life that I ever saw such a woman like that.
Oh, sir! Go away! Go away!
That is a woman. I can understand her. No shilly-shallying, but fire, powder, and noise. Noise, noise. It would be a pity to shoot a woman like that.
Oh, sir! Go away!
Here are the pistol. But before we have our duel, please show me how to shoot. I never had a pistol in my hand before.
God, be merciful and have pity on us. I'll go and get the gardener and the codeman. Why has this horror happened to us?
You see, there are different kinds. There are special dueling pistols with cap and ball. But these are revolvers. Smith and Wesson with ejectors. Fine pistols. A pair like this costs at least 90 rubles. This is the way to hold a revolver. Those eyes. A real woman.
Like this.
Yes. Yes, that way. Put your head back, stretch your arm out, and the only thing you must know is do not get excited, do not hurry your aim, and do not tremble.
It isn't well to shoot inside. Let's go in the garden.
Yes, I'll tell you now. I'm going to shoot in the air.
That is too much. Why?
Because it's my business.
You are afraid. Yes, my dear sir. Please follow me. I won't rest until I made a hole in that head that I hate so much. Are you afraid?
Yes. I'm afraid
You are lying! Why won't you fight?
because I like you.
You like me? He dares to say he likes me. Go!
Listen. Are you still mad at me? I was mad as a devil. But please understand me. How can I express myself? The thing is like this, such things are. Is it my fault that you owe me money? I like you. Do you understand? I think I'm in love.
Leave! I hate you!
Lord, what a woman. I never in my life met one like her. I'm lost, ruined. I've been caught like a mouse in a trap.
Go, or I'll shoot.
Shoot, you have no idea what happiness it will be to die in sight of those beautiful eyes, to die from the revolver in this little velvet hand. I'm mad. Consider it, and decide immediately. For if I go now, we shall never see each other again. Decide. Speak. I'm a noble, respectable man. Have an income of 10,000. Can shoot a coin, throw into the air. I own some fine horses. Will you be my wife?
I'll shoot!
My mind is not clear. I can't understand. Servant! Water! I have fallen in love like any other young man. I love you. I love you as I have never in love before. 12 women I jilted, 9 jilted me, but none one of them all I have loved as I love you. I am conquered, lost. I lie at your feet like a fool and beg for your hand. Shame and disgrace. For 5 years, I haven't been in love. I thank the Lord for it. And now I am caught like a carriage tongue in another carriage. I beg for your hand. Yes or no? Will you? Good.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Nothing, you may go. Go on. No, wait a minute. My finger is swelling because of this. What are you standing there for? Get out!
if that's what you want, farewell.
Yes, go! Wait, where are you going? No, go! Don't come too near. Come near.
How angry I am with myself. Fall in love like a schoolboy. Throw myself on my knees. I've got a chill. I love you. This is fine. All I need was to fall in love. Tomorrow, I have to pay interest. The hay harvest has begun. And then you appear. I can never forgive myself.
Go away! Take your hands off me! I hate you! And this is...
Merciful heavens!
Tell the stables that it will be easy to have any loads. Ang hirap.
Drag a like my
Eto?
How am I? How to pay a crop?
What? Si Mr. Right.
Pre,
Start drag a like my
grabe, pinabati mo pala yung nanay ko. Pa, nandito na ako pa.
Dito ka lang, friend. Oh, what a pleasure.
Ikaw,
Sige na, go na!
Oh, Oh, mom, Asi insisting on seeing you.
You told him that since...
So Iris, Nikolai mong kalabit. Agree over it, out of to niya. Daw, ikaw.
Ba't nandun siya? Ano?
This is my state!
Cut.
Fuck you. But wait!
Siya mo, school.
Wow!